And I want to come to you, Mr. Sahai, first, because this is pretty shocking. The manner in which someone who's facing these serious allegations seems to be able to leave the country, and these allegations have been swirling for a while. It's taken so long. Suddenly the Karnataka government also has woken up to what's happened, appointed an SIT, and Prajwal Revanna in the middle of the election has gone away, and all these complaints are coming now from one woman after the other, one now, and we're told 5 more are lined up. What does this suggest to you, Sanjay Sahai?
See, basically, in the Hassan district, as per the public domain knowledge, so these tapes have been around at least from 3 days before the elections were conducted on 26th of last month. And these tapes were kept at bus stations and in buses and a variety of other places. Given that fact in mind, it was in public knowledge, it hit the national media only much later. So the concerned suspect or the accused, he was aware of it, and that is why he acted in this manner.
No, so but Mr. Sahai, the fact is that he got a gag order from the court last year. So these tapes are not new. Last year itself, he got a gag order. The tapes have been doing the rounds for more than a year, sir.
Correct, Rajiv. See, tapes are not new, and he has got a court injunction. That is also a reality. And I think much before that, when the political deliberations were on, it was told that there are things of this nature which are there in the public domain and it might go against him. So tapes have been there, and police and other regulatory agencies have the suo motu powers to register a case and investigate a case. So that has certainly not happened.
No, so why did the police not act then? The question will be if the Karnataka police also, I'll come to the questions about the political parties, but why did the police not act even if these tapes were doing the rounds more than a year ago?
See, there are two things. One is whether you waited for a complainant to come, or you can take it suo motu. So suo motu, it has not happened. And finally, even when the tapes were there for last couple of days, I think 26 was the election day, so might be 3 days before that, these tapes in pen drives have been left all around the place. So from that period till the time the complainant came and gave a complaint, only then the investigation started, and finally SIT has been constituted. So that gap is there. That gap is certainly there.
And do you see anything odd about the manner in which he has been allowed to flee? I mean, I use the word flee because his family is saying that he had gone on a routine trip, but it seems very odd that within a couple of hours of the polling getting over, he goes to Germany. Next morning, this complaint becomes public knowledge. It almost seems someone tipped him off, sir.
See, when a large number of such tapes are all around the place, and there is a likelihood that there might be action, and the connect between the registration of the FIR and the person leaving the country, whatever the case might be. Now that connect can only be established when the FIR is registered and then the whole thing happens. So this connect is primarily depends on chronology. And then you can take a call depending on the whole background as to how things have happened and things of progress. These will add up into whether that finally you come to a logical conclusion that he fled with collusion, or it was a part of his regular movement. So that I leave to the SIT to decide upon it.
I'll come to the chronology and I'll give our viewers the chronology so they understand the entire case in a moment. But I want to get you in, Tanveer Ahmed, because you were with the Janata Dal secular. You're close to Devegowda. The buzz is that there were local BJP leaders who had warned the BJP leadership both in Bengaluru and in Delhi, do not allow someone like Prajwal Revanna to get a ticket, and yet Devegowda insisted. And the BJP, because they were so keen on the alliance, backed off. I mean, what is the truth? Why did HD Devegowda protect a son against whom there were these serious complaints, not just now, but over, for the last 6 months? It was in December that the local BJP leader wrote a letter to the BJP leadership saying, please don't give this man a ticket.
Absolutely right, Rajiv Sardesai. Let's really understand that he is not the Prime Minister of BJP, he is the Prime Minister of India. Today, what is the international face the Prime Minister is going to carry? Because we as Karyakartas of, ex-Karyakarta of JDS, we all were knowing about this. We had tried to discuss this on several occasions, much before any BJP leader writing a letter. A couple of JDS leaders had really gone ahead. But here there is a word in Karnataka, we say putra vyamoh. The love towards your children and grandchildren has absolutely taken away such a great man, Devegowda. I have huge respect for him. I don't know why he had to really swayed away with putra vyamoh. But however, the onus of responsibility and the question
Sir,
should
did
definitely
HD
be asked to a couple of people.
Did HD Devegowda know all the details of this, or do you believe Mr. Devegowda, who's now of course in his 90s, was not even aware of this, or do you believe he was aware of it?
I have not seen a man who has detailed information on every matter. And I would not really believe that HD Devegowda ji was not knowing about it. I would not like to believe. Maybe at the age of 92, 91, he might, but his attention to details on every matter is humongous, great, and nobody parallel to Devegowda. Because I have learned politics from Devegowda. 10 years I was very close to him. I am still, but keeping Devegowda's issue aside, let's really ask a few questions.
I can't hear
Honorable
anything.
Prime Minister and his intelligence, I'm sure they might have
Yeah, go ahead.
of such low caliber. Such low caliber. How can the Prime Minister come and do campaigning for a man like Prajwal Revanna? Why is Smriti Irani keeping quiet? And the motor mouth who comes on your television every day, Shahzad Poonawala, where is that motor mouth who has script writers who write script for him, and he comes and just reads the script without even analyzing those scripts? Where are they? Today the onus of responsibility is much more than on JDS, it is on BJP. Are they going to continue the partnership is one question. Are they really going to give a ministership to JDS? Second question. Are they going to allow the JDS leaders to campaign along with them is third question. I think BJP needs to definitely answer this.
But Tanveer Ahmed, the primary responsibilities of the Gowda family. Today the Gowda family is saying that we are going to distancing themselves from Prajwal Revanna, but they are the ones who insisted on him getting a ticket. Now the point is, the HD Devegowda, as you said, Putra Moha, or in this case, Grand Putra Moha, is a question mark. But the truth of the matter, this is a very tightly run family party. The family decides. So if the family forces a decision that no, we will only take Prajwal Revanna despite all these charges, what does it say about this party called the JDS, of which you were a part?
I think as usual, they were planning to manage it at lastminute.com, but they failed. I think the things really went out of hand just before the election. We all know how the pen drives and the memory chips were thrown where Congress programs were, where JDS programs were happening. But we all were knowing. But however, is it not a failure of the intelligence agencies who report to Prime Minister, who give a report, where is Priyanka Gandhi today, where is Rahul Gandhi yesterday, where is Rajdeep Sardesai today? When they have all that information, don't you think the Prime Minister of India and the intelligence agencies were having enough and more information to say, if this is the man, I'm not going to campaign? And today, HD Kumaraswamy comes on television channel and he says, we have nothing to do. Devegowda is separate and Revanna is separate. We all knew from the day one, we all know that blood is always thicker than the water. This is the blood relationship. It is not the water relationship like mine.
It is blood.
And you threw a lot of leaders like me under the bus. This is the blood relationship. How are they going to throw the blood under the bus?
Okay.